Welcome to Brute Facts. Let me get that out of the way first. It has been so long. I have missed you guys like you wouldn't believe. But I'm hoping for a huge 2024. Hope. That's the key word. Um, I have a lot of ideas. I have a what's the word I'm looking for? The agenda is going to be very, very trying, testing, and I am all for it. The last year wasn't me not caring, not being here. In fact, it was the opposite. I missed being on here and talking with what 4 or 5 or 6 fans I have. Um, and of course, it doesn't matter how many there are. Um, if there's only one person watching, and I say that because it says there's one person watching. So whoever you are, if you don't chat or say something, you're going to be on my radar. But anyways, um last year was a very, very trying year. And I mean that personally and professionally. Uh, I spent a better part of the year far more time traveling than I did at home. Um It was tough. It was tough on me. It was tough on my family, but I'm not complaining. You know, I've been blessed. I shouldn't be able to see the places I see and have the income I have and things that I do, based on my initial background. But initial background, I mean, as a youngin, a up and coming, wet behind the ears, knows everything, youngin. And eh, I cannot tell whether on the YouTube stream or not, this shirt is like driving me insane on StreamYard's video because there's like all kinds of crazy lines and stuff. So I'm hoping it's not half as crazy on YouTube. And for those who listen on Spotify, you don't have to worry about it. And to those who listen on Spotify, that is by far my most successful platform. I am just in awe of how many downloads, how many people are listening, and how many countries around the world. I mean, come on, man. Is this a old country redneck sounding bald guy who doesn't even have a full beard anymore? Which I don't care because none of y'all cared enough to tell me that my beard was out of control and I look like a wannabe Gandalf. Thank you guys for that. Um, but if you can't tell, I've kind of gotten in a little bit of shape. I lost 20 pounds. I'm feeling better. Hope I'm looking a little better. It's, I haven't broke the camera yet, so that's a good thing. But I wanted to hop on over to Spotify. Just man, so I transferred to Spotify from wow, I don't even remember the platform I was on, but I was actually paying them to be on there. And the Spotify podcast, shameless plug that anybody who has any YouTube channels, podcasts, or anything like that, man, go over to. It was originally Anchor, but now it's podcasters, Spotify.com. And they actually pay you to have your show up if you get enough views. And so I had over, man, I don't remember, I think it was like 3,000 views on the old platform. And it's been on Spotify probably a little bit longer, not a whole lot longer, but on the Anchor or Spotify, I don't even know or remember what the platform is anymore. They've changed it so many times. All time, 4,633 uh, plays and or downloads. The audience size for the last 7 days, I haven't put out anything in, um, man, I think 4 months since the last content I put out. I still have an audience size, estimated of 30. Wow. 71 followers on Spotify. I'm just, man, I'm humbled. I'm stoked. I'm kind of shocked. Um, but and I actually have, hold on, let's go over to the monetize. I, believe it or not, have a balance of $12.66. I don't know why. I don't know how. Um, but I'm not cashing it out. I'm gonna leave it there as my nest egg. Uh, but anyways, that's and that's not man. This is all glory to God. All yeah. The I'm just humbled. I'm speechless. I mean, you guys are you're phenomenal. I'm just I never would have thought that I would have even made it this far this year. I have an ambitious agenda. Ambitious in the sense that even if my work travel is up to the level that it was last year, please God, don't let it be near. And for my atheist friends, pray to uh, nature, naturalism, or whatever it is that you have issues defining. Um, that's a jab for you. Anyway, even if the travel's still there, I have a lot of plans for this year, and I hope you guys will, come along with a ride. It's the first goal is I have 994 subscribers. I am 6 away from 1,000. Go make alternate accounts. Any way that you can cheat the system at all. No, I'm just playing. Pass the word along. I know this last year I was very disappointed in myself. And to be honest with you, yeah, it wasn't just all work and travel. I had a lot of personal issues, man. Anybody that knows me knows I'm very open about my struggle with anxiety and depression. And this was last year was a very, very trying year for uh, my anxiety and my depression. On top of that, that doesn't hold a candle to what my wife and uh, my middle daughter has to deal with on a daily basis with a autoimmune disease that is absolutely horrible. It's if you guys haven't heard of systemic lupus or uh, SLE, I believe it's called, not skin lupus, but systemic lupus. It's terrible. I mean, it's horrible. You know, it's some days neither one of them can, you know, even get out of the bed. They're so exhausted or so much pain. Um, the amount of medications that both of them have to take is it's just it's mind-boggling. Um, and somehow, some way, both of them have managed to um, have a job and keep the job. Um, it's phenomenal. I just uh, I'm speechless, you know, at their uh, commitment, their uh, perseverance, their uh, the drive that they have. I, I couldn't even imagine. Um, but you know, I don't say it enough to either one of them, and I hope they're listening or will listen. And it's so much easier for me to say indirectly than directly, and that is, I mean, they're if I had heroes in this life, you know, it would be my wife and my middle daughter because I don't know how they do it. Honestly, I don't. Um, you know, and my oldest daughter, you know, she young daughter, young mother. You know, my first grandchild. Yes, she makes me feel really old, but she's an awesome mother. You know, and holds a full time job. You know, and I'm so proud of my girls, all three of them. My 10-year-old who I'm going to try to make a basketball superstar as my retirement plan. Um, so pray for me on that. Uh, Nobody in the WNBA gets rich. Uh, hopefully she can make it there and play European ball, spend most of her time, you know, away from family and everything else to make sure that our golden years are uh, happy and what we want. But no, it's all in all, I'm super blessed, and but I didn't want to you know kind of do this quick last minute stream to bring down the mood or sadness or things like that. I actually wanted it to be you know quite a bit more joyful and enthusiastic for what's coming up. I am in the middle of expanding the 5 minute philosophy series that I started, and the you know, what the beep does that mean? Definitions for philosophy, because that's how I felt with so many of them for so long. And uh, so I have a lot of content. I just want to make sure I have enough of it that when I start releasing it, that you get a steady, you know, kind of a steady dose. And you know, give your feedback. Tell me if it's too simple, not simple enough. You know, this is you know, never really been like a formal kind of teacher, you know, things like that. I'm a layman, and all I know how to do is put things in layman's terms. I mean, I often say I'm a layman's layman, and if I can understand it, then hopefully by God, I can help somebody else understand it, unless I misunderstand it. And then if I convey it to you with my misunderstanding, then we're just both lost. You know, or just blind men in a dark valley, kind of having to feel everything out. Um, but, or more simpler, blind leading the blind. But anyway, so yeah, I've got so many things that I want to do this year. There's going to be a lot less interviews. Um, I think that's kind of run its course. Uh, I enjoyed the free flowing conversations and the interviews that I had, and I am just, humbled and just so thankful for all of the people, philosophers, professional philosophers, just laymen, atheists, agnostics and theists alike, all of them, friends, anybody who was willing to come on and talk to me. Um, but I want to do, my goal um, is to actually have, a place where people can come and learn things and not have to watch a 20-minute video or an hour long interview or, have to put uh, the setting of speed play on YouTube, to 1.25 or 1.5, because God knows I spend most of the YouTube videos I watch 1.25 at least. Um, and that's because I just want to get to the good stuff. And then, there's going to be little changes along the way. I want to get to a lot of the older videos and, chapter them out to be, more accessible to people who want to see certain topics, uh, and not have to watch an entire interview and wonder where, their question comes in or what they were wondering about or things like that. Anyway, all this to say, I am excited about 2024. I have a lot of goals. Uh, the first one is getting 1,000 subscribers. The second is getting enough content out there that's interesting, that I have continuous traffic coming and people are actually watching the videos, learning something from them. And I implore anybody and everybody that spends any amount of time, even if you just click on a video and spend 2 minutes on it, man, email me or at Eddie at brutefacts.com, or put a comment in the section. Say, hey, man, this sucks. This is boring. Um, you go off on too many tangents. Uh, whatever it is, I don't care. I need to go spend time in the Midwest, to work on the accent. It doesn't matter. I need to grow my beard back out. I don't need to have any facial hair. I need to get hair on top. It doesn't matter. Whatever the feedback is, give it. And all feedback will be considered. Anyway, I'm so thankful and grateful for the 994 subscribers on YouTube, even though I'm way behind a lot of other channels who started after me. I don't care. I'm stunned that there's that many people that subscribed and even cares to hear anything I have to say, or the estimated audience size of 30 for Spotify, or whoever the followers, 71 followers, or 4,600 plus plays. I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned. I never would have thought that anybody would give, you know, two damns about, anything I had to put out there. Um, but anyways, not to carry on any longer. This was actually supposed to be like a 15-minute thing, and here we go. I'm already being tangential. Um, 23 minutes into 2024's first video. Dang, I should have waited a minute and said 24 minutes. into 24-minute 2024, whatever. Who cares? I love all of you. Thank you so much for, I mean, I don't care. Like I said, if I get 1 view, 2 view, 3 views, if one person gets changed, or not even changed, if one person can learn, anything off of anything I put out there, I'm stoked. And with that, I love you guys. Thank you so much. God bless.